Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have something really cool to show you guys. So this is the engine. It's a 302 garbage. It's pretty good. There's a little bit of rust down there, so you can see, and there's some little dents in the roof, whatnot. Back glass is good. This quarter's got a little bit of rust in it. Here's the rear end of this bad boy. That's my favorite part of the car. That was to hold the muffler up. And this is the worst rust in the car. She's a little poopy doopy. Yeah. Check out that interior though. There's some stuff to clean up and whatnot. Door's shut nice. Oh, she's locked in the front. It's got the 4 original hubcaps. Yeah, it run and drove here, but the alternator ain't charging because this box here is bad. But luckily, Buddy here, he's a nice fella, the guy I bought this off of. He gave a brand new whole thing with the wiring harness and everything to get this thing up and running again. But like, look at this interior. She's fucking minty. That's the worst of the interior. Yeah, it's a nice little rig. It's a Ford, you gotta slam it. No, I really like this thing. It's pretty fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie. I like it a lot more now that I've driven it. And fuck the Ram Charger. This thing's way cooler. She's fucking golden now. Charging and ready to go. She's a minty old unit, I'll give you her that. Holy fuck, bud. What a sassy old girl. Where should I park her? I traded the old Ram Charger for this thing. And she runs and drives, and I've done a little bit of work to it here in the last couple days off camera. It wasn't charging, so I kind of went through the charging system of it. Ended up throwing a new alternator on it and redoing some of the wiring. Broke a solenoid in half, so I put a new solenoid in. I put the old sprayer maker happener in there, whatever those are called. But we're going to take a quick second here just to look at this thing. Like I said, it's a 1971 Comet 4-door flavor. It's a Canadian car, so it's got what you expect. Little hooey there. Extra door. Yeah, this side's not as bad. It's still rusted all the way through, of course. Don't worry about that. Has a nice mean look to the rear end of it. Oh, don't look at that part. Yeah, there's a rocker corner delete in both sides, but the rest of the trunk is solid. The floors are solid. That's rotten, but whatever. Don't mind the hanging exhaust. It's in the process. Don't worry about it. It's pretty straight. This rocker here has some damage on it too, but that's okay. So it's a 302 car. Like I said, it does run and drive. It is pretty nice driving. That's one of the reasons I wanted it. So I took it for a bit of a test drive already. Well, I drove it here. The interior is really nice on this thing. Yeah, it's nice and clean. It's really hot in here today because, you know, it's Canada and it's minus 25, but it's a little loud. That's okay. Runs pretty damn good. You can see behind me the view is really nice too. Yeah, check out how how clean that is. The exhaust is dumping right there. That's fine, don't worry about that. Runs really smooth. So yeah, that's the 71 Comet. We're going to be doing work to it in the future. It needs it. That gap's a little off. It needs exhaust. I'm going to try to buff and polish the paint out. I did a little test spot just to see how it would do. And it's not too bad. Like, it's dirty as all hell, but that's the polish spot and that's the oxidization. So yeah, there's missing paint. And I mean, as for painting it and going the whole 9 yards, I don't think that's what this car's future entails. It is a really nice car, like I said. It's just, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna enjoy it. Put exhaust on it, drive it as is. The brakes work, it stops, it drives. Transmission has a little leak in it, that's okay. Pressure wash it out the interior here. Yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking that's what route we're gonna go with this project. Debating on whether or not putting LEDs in this. I do like these original guys because they are original, but I don't know. Now this carburetor's been giving me some issues, so I figured it's time to pop it off and go through it real quick. It's a Autolite 2100, I think anyway. That's what I bought the kit for. And this is my 1971 Mercury Comet. I just got it a couple weeks ago here. But yeah, we're gonna pull this carburetor off and go through it and see what we can find. Okay, we're about to pop the top off this thing and see how bad it is. At least I think so anyway. I'll do this part with 2 hands. Okay, now I think we're ready to pop the top off here. And there's linkages in the way. That's to be expected. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Wow, that didn't really show much now, did it? Let's get this gasket off here. Okay, yeah, I've seen worse. Definitely some crap down in there. Yeah, I guess we'll go through with getting this the rest of the way apart so we can put it in our cleaner here. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. I think the throttle shaft is a little itty bitty bit worn on this guy, so I don't have high expectations for it. Someone's been in here before, so that's great. This thing was having issues where it would it didn't like to start once it was warm. So I'm thinking, well, you would have to put the foot down, so it was flooding out somehow. Either the needle and seat wasn't needle or in seating, or it was leaking too much gas down. I'm not 100% too sure. But yeah, I'll go through this and clean it out, put new gaskets in there. I've already put a new accelerator pump in. That helped it quite a bit, but not enough, so we'll see what else we find. Well, I skipped the fun part of throwing it all back together and figured we'd go right ahead and try to fire it up. I haven't tried to fire it since I rebuilt it, so let's see how it does. I'd say that's pretty good. Looking for leaks and I don't see any. That's a good sign. Cool. I guess the next thing to do is see if it'll still move. Choke's still not ready to come off yet. coming off a stop, so we'll see if it still does that. Yep, still does that. But it's cold, so we'll give it a little bit of time. Let that choke open up. Certainly not any worse. See what she can do. I'd say that's pretty good. Speedometer doesn't work, but that was probably an 80 kilometer per hour. Not too bad. Oh yeah, she's much happier. Well, that's cool. It's hard to drive this piece with one hand. We'll pull over here in the neighbor's yard and see how it goes. No one behind me. Oh, I gotta wait for traffic now. Okay, let's see what she'll do here. Still goes pretty good still. Like it's having trouble deciding what gear it wants to be in more than anything. I'm not too sure how to go about fixing that. There is some kind of aftermarket transmission controller device there on the ground, so I'm not too sure if maybe that's interfering with when it's supposed to shift, because I think this thing has a shift kit in it, but I'm not too sure. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. It's been a little while since I've done anything. Life's been kind of shitty recently, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little teaser of this thing, I guess. Oh, the horn works. That's cool. Yeah, until next time, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. That looks like trouble. What is that? Comet. It's called original. Oh yeah. Yeah. 4x4 to oil all years. I should have done it winter the last time. I just spent about 3 hours putting this AM FM cassette radio into this 71 Mercury Comet, and here's the moment of truth. We're gonna see if this old radio that I crawled into an old Mercury Lynx for, and yeah, I'll shut the door. I crawled into a Mercury Lynx for this radio, and it was covered in mouse shit and full of broken glass and everything. So we're gonna see if it works. Okay, I already knew that it worked, but the real test, cassette. I don't know if it's trying. Ah, yes, my worries. It is in fact a tape eater. Oh, it was worth a try. It's just Aerosmith.